the next topic, which is the intelligent agent. So, okay, I'm just, this one, the slide I will be sharing with all of you. I'm just going to walk you through whatever that I wrote here and then show you the demo, what we did, what we can do on the system itself. Okay, first and foremost, when you are doing the intelligent agent, it's better for you to set the intelligent agent so that it replies, is instead of the system no reply sent out to the student, it replies to you as a course lead. Okay, then after that, then only we start I think creating the intelligent agent by naming the agent. Okay, then the next step is you have to identify who are you sending this to, and then we have a criteria called those filter activities on what we should filter out for this type of user, and then whether the intelligent agent will repeat over time or it's just one pushed out to the user. Okay, and then finally we have some sort of I think maybe I say format for the email that we're going to send out to those users that you have selected previously. So you can personalize the email based on what we will see later. Okay, and then I've also included this part of the string that you can replace, or you can personalize your email instead of saying dear student. You can say dear initiating first username, dear Manisha, dear Lilian. So it personalized the whole email by itself. And finally, you can run the scheduling on to your own sandbox. And because I'm still encouraging you to use your sandbox to try this out. You can try in your course, but probably if you are not sure, then just buzz me, then I will try my best to help you out. Okay, so I'm going to show you the intelligent agent that we've created for a course. Okay. So, for example, take this. Welcome. We are welcoming students to the course. Okay. Just gonna edit this, and then we shall see what is needed. Okay. First, we are naming the agent. Okay. So, put whatever name that you wish to, like welcoming the student to the course. And second thing, you have to make sure that the agent is enabled. And then the criteria, we need to know who do you want to send to. Is it for everybody visible in your class list or only specific things? So if your purpose is to welcome students to your course, you can just select, I just want my ODL student for this course to receive my notification. And then the login activity, if let's say the user has not logged in within certain number of days, you can just specify it and use it. Okay, but for this purpose, if the user, the first time they enter the course, you want to welcome them, then you use this. User has accessed the course during the last 1 day. Okay, so when they first access the course, you should be able to receive this in that WOU email. It's not the personal email, it's the WOU email. Okay, and the next step is making sure that whether if let's say you are welcoming student, you don't want it to be a repetition, so you can just put it as take action 1, okay, and see this one has Michelle's name in it, okay, because in the beginning I already uh, showed you that in order for you to personalize it better and to have more control, you should set the setting and the student should see that it's coming from you, the course lead, okay. And okay, this is where it gets a bit tricky. It's not that difficult, but I would recommend that you always use the first uh, rule is initiating user. Okay? So if you need more information, you can just click and see initiating user. We rarely use initiating user auditors. Okay? And you can put in the subject, and if you don't know how to create those, in my slide just now we already put in, so you can use all of this. So I think for the alt unit, normally I wouldn't recommend because it has the cost structure a bit. So if you're not familiar, maybe it could be confusing. So normally we would just use somewhat everything down here, initiating first user last name, or even the username. Uh, so anything with organization, I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, so when we look at this, if we look at this, see whether we can, yeah. Okay, dear initiating user's first name. So if let's say, like I said just now, dear Lillian, welcome to this course. I'm your course lead. You can customize this to anything that you want to say to your student at the beginning of the semester. And you can even insert video inside this editor just to customize, and it will come out to the student's email as a personal note that a course lead sent to them. So this is the nice feature that we already have. And besides of putting in the video, you can also attach a file. Okay. So normally, I would encourage you to also use HTML because plain text is just something like a notepad. It doesn't have the HTML capacity that we normally use. And also, finally, scheduling. If you are using scheduling, you have to update whether it's a repetition or only repeat one time. And you can set this parameter on having any specific date. For example, you cannot be welcoming student until the end of semester. Probably you want to end it after the first month. You can also do that here. Okay. And for those of you who are adventurous enough to explore this, if you want to see how it looks like, please let me know. I will try to include a demo student account in your sandbox so that we can see the effect that it has, whether it suits you or not. Then after that, you can emulate that to your own courses. So that's my recommendation for now. Okay. Okay. I think for the next one, we prepared the example of tutor's contact. So in case your tutor did not post the contact details to the student, you also can remind your tutor because you can only send certain things to student, maybe send certain things to your tutor as a reminder. You can also do that. So again, the same step. You name your agent. Okay. Then you select which role you want to be sent for. Okay. And if let's say none of the above, it's okay. You don't have to select that, but you can add a condition in that condition type is discussion. No, this tutor has not posted in the tutor contact forum with no thread. So it identifies for you. Okay. And also you can put the initiating user like I recommended, then put the subject, and then maybe a small note by saying, hey, you have not posted anything under your tutor contact, please do so. And if let's say you want to remind them always, it's okay. You can do that too. After that, you can save and close. Okay. Okay. The nice thing about this, if let's say you don't want it to run on the schedule that the system has, you can also control it by clicking run now. A practice run is a dry run if let's say you are not sure of the outcome, like we said before. So you can do a practice run on a user that is listed in your course. If not, if you are very confident that this is okay, you can run now. And then in that process, somehow you would know how many users, how many tutors did not post in that program. Okay. So I think the last one that we created is the quiz reminder. Lillian has already used this in her previous final quiz. So I think that it did help her because it sends out reminders to the students that they have not taken their final quiz. So again, after filling that out, you have to set the condition they have not attempted the quiz, and you will take action every time, if let's say you have a specific timeline, so the agent will keep on reminding the student that they have not attempted the quiz. And yeah, it's as simple as that. Or if let's say you feel that you want to remind them, you yourself individually want to remind them, you can also not choose the scheduling and just run it whenever you want. Okay. So before I open up the floor to questions, this is where I say that you should first and foremost set this customized and link it directly to your email. All right. And if let's say you didn't want them anymore, you can also